Welcome back to the Weiss Life. I just got back from the doctor with Jagger, and he's doing great. Mom's over there changing his little dupa right now. Jagger was awesome. He got 4 shots, right? Yeah, you were awesome. 2 in each leg. And Jagger is in the 98th percentile for...
It's so crazy.
For, in the 99th for one. They did, height was 98, head was 98, and weight was 99.
So the craziest thing about that is that if you guys remember, or if not, if you're new here, I'll mention it again. When he was born, he had IUGR, and he was not even on the growth chart.
Which I don't know what that means. It just means he had restricted baby size.
Yeah, so he was like restricted, like his placenta, the placenta and the cord were infected, and so like he wasn't getting like enough nutrients, so he was like really tiny. So the fact that he's literally grown 100% is crazy to me.
Yeah, our doctor was like, he is in the 50th percentile for a 20-month-old.
What?
Right? So he's like an average sized 1.5-year-old baby.
He's so tall, and he's 7 months.
Yeah.
So he got the last of his vaccines before, a year old? She said he has to come back in a year now?
Yeah, it comes back in a year. Little man with a plan.
He's like, I want that camera down. But I can't believe it.
And he was so good. Let me show you a little footage real quick of just when I got there, and then we were waiting for the doctor. Just waiting for the doctor now, and I think he's gonna get a couple shots, so then I'll give him some cuddles, and then we'll get back to the house. After his shots, he didn't cry. Okay, he cried when he got them, and then I picked him up, and he was good.
That's how it was for me.
Put him in, we bounced, and then we came home. So he's a trooper. He was really good. So we've started packing for the move to Hawaii already. It is a big endeavor, packing for 8 people. So yeah, we are kind of slowly getting that going.
They'll see, I'm sure, the whole downstairs. The rest, not this room necessarily, it's not that bad, but the rest of the downstairs is like covered in suitcases and like stacks of stuff that we think we're gonna want to pack, which I think we're gonna try to like do as much as we can today to get it like cleared out of the way and like ready to go. We did decide that we're gonna pack super light because the house that we rented is furnished. So like we don't have to bring any furniture or anything, but even for like toiletries and stuff, like I feel like I just wanna go to Target when we get there and buy shampoo and everything there.
Yeah.
You see Daddy? You wanna talk to Daddy?
Tom put his hands up. I started coming, he was like, hey.
I think he likes looking at the camera.
Get me out of here.
He also really likes, whose toy is this? Yours? He really likes this because it's a toy, but he thinks he's not supposed to have it. So he likes it even more because of that. So I wanted to answer some moving questions and some other questions that we've been getting asked a lot recently here on YouTube and also over on TikTok and Instagram. When we uploaded our last video about the move, a lot of you guys asked if we are going to be taking our dog Willow with us, and we're actually not going to be. Hawaii has a bunch of like quarantine requirements, and we don't really want to mess with that, especially since we don't know like exactly how long we're going to be there at first. So what we decided to do, and actually Jeff and his friend coordinated this. Yeah. He's like over here. Jeff has a friend of a friend who has a couple Cavaliers like Willow. 2 girls. And they are going to go, or Willow's gonna go to their house and stay with them while we're gone. So she's gonna get to make some little dog friends. And they have like, they live in like up in like the hills, right? Like they have land.
Yeah, they have land.
So they're she's gonna be living her best dog life while we're gone.
Yeah, they're dog sleepers. They let the dogs like in the room with them, in the bed, and like cuddle.
She's gonna have a lot of fun. So she is taking her own little vacation and she's gonna love it. So it's like a perfect situation. And then another question that we've been getting asked a lot is like what we were gonna do about the car situation, because a lot of people were immediately like, oh my gosh, did you know how expensive it is to buy and or rent a car in Hawaii right now? Jagger is really chatty. You're just talking a lot, buddy, aren't you?
He is.
He's super chatty today. So what we decided, and we've literally been going back and forth on this for weeks. We had a car that we were gonna buy, and then we decided we weren't gonna buy it, and so it's just been a lot. So we decided ultimately that we're gonna rent a car when we first get there, and then from there, once we're there and we can actually like go to the dealerships and like check out cars in person, because it is so hard to buy a used car remotely. We're going to see about buying something after we're there, if that makes sense. So we rented a minivan, which is gonna be tight because it like barely seats 8 with like a stroller.
Yeah, I'll take 2 trips. So I'm gonna take the family to the house. I'm gonna go back, get the luggage, and come back. So it'll be a long day.
So another question that we've been getting asked a ton recently, and it's not necessarily related to us moving, but I just think it's like funny that people are asking it like everywhere on all the platforms. Everybody wants to know if we are going to have another baby. And if you guys have like followed us like this at least for a year or so, then you probably remember during my pregnancy that the doctors thought I had a rare complication called a CRETA, and they thought I was gonna have to have a C-section hysterectomy, which ended up not being the case because it turned out I didn't have a CRETA. I had an equally as rare, like a weird infection of my placenta and the cord. But it didn't require me to have a hysterectomy. So technically, we can have more babies. Now the question is, will we have more babies? I did turn 35 actually at the hospital while I was delivering Jagger, and that's traditionally a time where they tell you that your fertility is like really gonna start to decline like after 35. So I know it's not like impossible, but also I don't know like how easy it would be for me to get pregnant, especially if I wanted to wait a couple years, because we tend to like our kids to be spaced at least around 3 years apart. I'm really excited because I actually have a brand partner for today's video. I'm working with Modern Fertility to let you know all about the Modern Fertility hormone testing, which I think is just like the coolest thing ever. Like I'm so excited about what this company does. They reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to make a video with them. And after I looked into the company and like everything, I just got like so excited because I think like this kind of information is so cool to have. So basically their whole purpose is to make fertility information and support more accessible to everyone. I have a list of all the things that they can tell you like when you do the test, like what it can tell you about. So it tells you all about your hormone levels, which is super important, your ovarian egg reserve, insights into possible outcomes if you wanted to do like egg freezing or IVF, and it even tests for like thyroid stuff. So you get like health information about that, which is super important because thyroid doesn't only affect like your fertility, but it also affects so many other things. It affects your weight, it affects your skin, it affects your energy levels. I know specifically about that because this last couple years after I had Gemma, I had specifically I had some thyroid and like cortisol and what do they call it? Like adrenal fatigued issues. Like I totally had that. Like I was able to work through it with the help of my doctor, but I went through a ton of testing for that years ago through my doctor that took like forever and it was super expensive. And so I love that now this information is more readily and easily accessible to more people, because I know that a lot of people can't afford the upwards of, $1,500 sometimes that it can be for like fertility and hormone and thyroid testing. So the Modern Fertility hormone testing is available for only $159, and you can actually even use funds from like your FSA or HSA to pay for it. So this is what the test looks like when it comes. It comes in a little box. Inside there's like a little pouch, which is super cute. And then there's a code, which I'm not gonna show you guys for like privacy reasons, but you basically use that code to get all set up and like register with them. And then underneath that, it comes with your testing kit, which has everything you need to get your blood samples at home for you to send in. I still have to wait a little bit before I can take mine because you're supposed to take it on the 3rd day of your period. So I have a couple weeks to go, but I am so excited to get my results back, and like stay tuned because I'll definitely like talk about it in a future vlog. So not only do you get a fully customized report with all your results in there, but you also have access to your own fertility team to help you set up a game plan for like what you want to do with that information. And they even have fertility nurses that you can set up a one-on-one with to go over your results. So beyond Modern Fertility's hormone testing, they also have things like prenatal vitamins, pregnancy tests, ovulation tests, a whole online community and tools for you to look into. It's so cool. So I know that there's no crystal ball that can completely predict like what's gonna happen in the future, but I do feel like looking into your hormone levels is a really great way to like at least give yourself some peace of mind and have a little bit more information on hand when you're trying to plan ahead for these really big decisions. And it would be great news if my test results came back and said that I had like a higher egg reserve or that my hormone levels were testing like better than most people my age. That would give me a little bit more peace of mind knowing that maybe I don't need to make a decision right away on if we're gonna have another baby or not. So if you're interested in checking out Modern Fertility, I do have a link. It's going to be in the description box below. I also have a discount. It's like attached to the link. There's no special code or anything. But if you go through that link, you're going to get $20 off of your first hormone test. So it makes it only $139, which is an amazing deal. So yeah, check that out if you're interested, and stay tuned because like I said, I will be letting you guys know what my results are as soon as I get them back. So I heard the boys coming down. He needs a nap. He got shots today, so he is probably getting real tired. So Dad, okay, so do you think that we're going to have any more babies?
Oh gosh, I don't know.
I was just telling them about the fertility testing, like how we're gonna find out how if I have a lot more time left or like a little bit more time left.
I love babies and I love our babies, but I don't know. It's tough. I don't think so. But it's not like impossible.
It's not completely off the table. Like that's kind of what I said. I was like, because I was saying like how we like to have them typically like 3-4 years apart. And with my age, like,
he's getting tired.
If I did that again, then we would be having another baby when I was like 38, 39.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could totally do that. Your mom had a baby at like what, 43?
41, I think.
41?
Yeah, I have a brother that's 13 years younger than me.
So it's not impossible.
Not impossible.
It's not impossible.
So back to our current situation. We have in our front room here a half a dozen suitcases just kind of open and about. Wait, there's more. Gabrielle just ran off.
She's like, what are you guys doing? Hey, Gretchen. So we decided to do suitcases. We thought about duffel bags. We thought about boxes. We think we have enough suitcases that I think it should be enough to hold most of our stuff. I told the kids, there's like a random fork on the ground.
Oh yeah. We got our shoes. Everybody set your sandals aside.
Yeah, so I told them, I said, everybody can bring 2 pairs of shoes. And obviously if we need more, we'll buy it when we get there. But I told them 1 pair of sandals, 1 pair of tennis shoes, right?
Yeah.
And then, so that's what they were getting ready here. And then we're gonna try to fit all of our stuff into 8 to 10 suitcases.
Like it's like 2, 4, 6, 8. I think that should be enough. So it's been a long day of packing. We're trying to get everything organized in the front. And what we've been cooking lately, if you see Graceland there with Jagger, we had this yesterday, so we have a little bit of Taco Bell left. Then we have like poppers and little quiches. We're trying to eat our way through the freezer. Not like intentionally eat our way through the freezer, but like we're trying to eat our freezer food. So like right now we're even making some pot stickers. So those are really good too. Organizing the clothes and the things we have to bring for 8 people is kind of intense. Like, not intense, but I don't know, it's a lot. I don't know, what's the best word for that?
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It is difficult to take 8 people anywhere, so we're doing our best. We're doing our best. The kitchen looks really messy right now, but yeah, we're eating everything. So we're eating everything out of the fridge and freezer.
It looks like.
Yeah, so it's not the healthiest meal we've ever had, but
it's all right.
We don't want to leave a bunch of food behind, you know?
Little quiches and stuff. Yeah. So it's good. Trying to kind of clean rooms and then stop going in them. But that's totally not working. So it's kind of like before we go, we'll have to kind of do a once over one more time because, you know, Gemma plays in one room, the other kids play in another room, the bedrooms, they sleep in there every night, and then they got clothes never on the floor. Right, Grace? Gemma, do you ever have clothes on the floor? You? Ever?
I just put up your t-shirts on the floor.
She's like,
Ever?
That was just my pajamas.
That's just your pajamas? Hey, what have we been watching at night, me and you? It's a Disney movie. Remember it? Aladdin?
Yeah.
Say old school. Old school, yeah. We watched the animated one. And did you like it?
Yeah.
It was really good. I really liked it. It's fun watching that one. That's kind of my favorite. I just watched the one with Will Smith. Did you watch that one too?
Pretty good, yeah.
I liked it too. You know, there were some iconic moments for me in the original that weren't in the one with Will Smith. Like little things like when Aladdin meets Jafar for the first time and he bows and like hits him in the feather, like hits him with the feather in the face. There were some little iconic things to me that weren't in it, but I thought it was good overall. So it's a lot later now. Apparently I changed shirts. I don't know, pajama shirt, I guess. But thank you guys so much for watching. We got a bunch more packing. We'll be making a bunch more vlogs. Make sure you guys check them out, and make sure you check out the link in the description box below for Modern Fertility. Go check that out, and we will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.